In this video, we are going to talk about real flying cars in the real life. So before starting this video, please like this video and subscribe to our channel for the future updates. An old human dream that is no longer simply a dream is flying vehicles. Many tens of functional flying cars have been made by hobbyists in the last 10 years. Additionally, there are tiny businesses that design and produce flying automobiles on demand. This implies that everyone can currently experience a James Bond-like feeling. It is interesting to note that the price of real flying cars ranges from $300,000 to $3.5 million, depending on their capabilities. Here's a list of the real flying cars in the real life. Let's start. Number 10. Carplane. This is one of the few flying cars to receive official funding. In 2016, the German government gave it a subsidy of 500,000 euros. It was one of the select few cars to get reserve money from the Federal Economics Ministry in May 2017. Additionally, the business debuted its most recent advancements at the Frankfurt International Automobile Show in September before unveiling them in Beijing in November. The carplane stands out from the competition because it is a convergence product, which means that it can handle both private and business usage. This flying vehicle is built to minimize noise pollution and takes road emissions very seriously. The crucial components are made to be shielded from damage caused by folding, reduction, or exposure. Number 9. Lilium. The first totally electric VTOL, vertical takeoff and landing, vehicle is called Lilium. It can carry up to 7 people, but you won't be able to own one. Instead, it will be used as an air taxi that you can use as needed for a fee. This implies that instead of replacing traditional taxis, it won't actually be driving on the road. Instead of taking a 55-minute taxi ride, Lilium claims you can fly from London to Paris in 1 hour or from Manhattan, New York, to JFK Airport in just 5 minutes. Additionally, prices are believed to be reasonable. The latter trip will run you about $36. We anticipate learning more about this soon because the corporation just received a $830 million financial infusion. By 2024, Lilium hopes to create a functioning fleet that can be called upon using an app. Number 8. Mahler Skycar. Having been constructed somewhere in the early 2000s, this flying car has been around the longest of all those on this list. However, this vehicle is not FAA certified in its current configuration and is not fly legal. Furthermore, despite Mahler spending $150 million to create this car, it is currently listed on eBay for $5 million. Additionally, anyone interested in purchasing this must keep in mind that the automobile has only ever been attached to a crane at a height of 15 feet and has never really flown. Hardcore technology and automobile aficionados who have the money can currently purchase this car as a curiosity. There is currently no chance for the car to undergo additional advancements. The firm has put it up for sale to help it get out of some financial issues. Number 7. Blackfly. The best part about this automobile is that it will cost less than an SUV when it launches in the market in 2019. You know you are in for a treat when it comes from a firm that has Larry Page's partial support and who is rumored to have been toying with the prototype for quite some time. The Blackfly, in contrast to some of the types previously discussed, does not operate exactly like a car on the road because it is pulled by 2 carts. Additionally, it can only accommodate one person who is 250 pounds in weight and 6.5 feet tall. Although it isn't quite the flying vehicle treat, it is still practical and inexpensive, unlike the majority of the other flying cars for sale on our list. It can fly at a top speed of 62 miles per hour and is made to take off and land vertically. It can fly for roughly 25 kilometers before needing to recharge the onboard battery. It is only permitted to fly over open spaces in the United States. Number 6. Cartivator SkyDrive. After winning a contest in 2014, The SkyDrive initiative has been funded ever since by a number of businesses, including Toyota. Mass market models should be accessible by 2030, according to the current full-scale model that is being developed. SkyDrive's first public manned flight took place in Japan in 2020, so the future is undoubtedly promising. It will essentially be a sizable drone that can transport people around by hovering just above streets. The Olympic torch lighting from a SkyDrive vehicle at Tokyo 2020 as Cartivator's stated goal. Number 5. Terrafugia Transition. You can turn an automobile into a flying plane at the click of a button. You are experiencing the Terrafugia transition. Yes. It functions as a future car on the ground, a helicopter when it takes off, and a plane while it is in the air. The fact that this car doesn't have the hangar storage, ground transportation, or aviation fuel issues is its strongest feature. It can be kept in your garage at home, and you can move it using gas. The first flight test for flying automobiles was carried out by Terrafugia in 2006. This aircraft's fully automatic flight technology is a really remarkable feature. It has 8 motors powering its propulsion system. Additionally, this is a 4-seater, unlike the crafts featured above. In its cargo design cabin, it can transport up to 635 kilograms. As technology develops, the business intends to make it entirely electrically propelled. Number 4. Aeromobile 3.0. This is a collapsible flying car, not just a simple one. This means that it is totally legal for use on public roads and that it can fit into any typical parking place in addition to being suitable for grassy or paved, a few 100-meter-long airstrips. What a cool thing! The more recent 3.0 version has been modified from the older 2.5 version to allow it to lift off at 90 miles per hour. It has a 430-mile range and uses 15 liters of gasoline per hour when in flight. Although the company hasn't set a firm date for a commercial debut, it has become one of the widely anticipated flying cars due to its elegant form and simple operation. Number 3. Alauda Mk3. The Alauda Mk3 is a flying race car, so this isn't just any flying vehicle. This car is intended to launch a new, spectacular sport called full-fledged flying car racing. To ensure the safety of the pilots, the car is remotely driven. However, the information obtained will provide teams with information on the impacts of quick turns, acceleration, and deceleration, which will be useful in the future. Number 2. Aeromobile 4.0. If someone asked you to draw what a flying car looks like, you probably would depict the Aeromobile 3.0, which was developed by the Slovakian business Aeromobile. The wings fold up neatly along the fuselage when the vehicle is in car mode and unfold when flying is desired. It features what you may describe as traditional wheels, which are remarkably light and robust enough to withstand airport landings. With screens that show traffic information when in car mode and flip to flight information when you take off, the interior is not too dissimilar from cars on the road today. Number 1. PAL V Liberty. It is one of the top items made in Europe because to its Dutch engineering and Italian design. It is a 2-seater aircraft with a maximum takeoff weight of 910 kilograms and a top speed of 160 kilometers per hour. The 100-horsepower supercar has a maximum range of 500 kilometers and 4.3 hours of fuel endurance. Being a gyroplane, the PAL Blades Vs are propelled by the wind and will thus rotate for as long as there is wind. The PAL V Liberty was officially launched in 2017, but the creators had the idea in 1999. The first customers were supposed to receive their keys in 2020. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoy this video and want to hear from me again, be sure to hit that subscribe button before you go. Thanks for watching.